This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. The monarch butterfly is perhaps the most recognized butterfly in Missouri, and rightly so. Not only is it beautiful, but it also plays an important role in pollinating plants. But their population is also declining. To learn more about the butterflies, their importance, and how you can help, we have Scott Engelman here this morning with Quail Forever. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. So you work with Quail Forever, but you also work closely with the Missouri Department of Conservation,
yes,
correct?
Yes, I do.
So first of all, tell us the importance of pollinating for animals and insects around us.
Well, most of the food that we eat tends to be driven by insect pollination. In fact, 75% of flowering plants rely on insect pollination to be able to create their seed. Monarch butterflies right now are a very important species because we've noticed about a 90% decline in their population in the last 20 years. That's mostly driven by weather events and a lot of habitat loss. And there's a lot that we can do to try to help that going forward.
Okay, now before we talk about that and ways that we could help as viewers, let's go ahead and talk about the basic life cycle and their migration.
Okay, so monarch butterflies will all start their years down in Mexico. It'll take several generations, and they'll go forward into the southern parts of the United States and eventually progress all the way to the upper United States and into Canada over about 4 generations. Come fall, they will travel all the way back to Mexico each year. So places like Missouri are very important to making sure they have enough fuel to make their trip safely.
Okay, and one of those fuels might be certain plants, including the milkweed. And tell us about how that's important for the larva.
So adult butterflies really seek out common milkweed more than anything else to lay their eggs. Any milkweed will do, but without a common milkweed, most butterflies wouldn't start. Most monarch butterflies wouldn't start. There's lots of different kind of flowers that a monarch will need, but that common milkweed is terribly important across its range to be able to create the next generation to fly from north to south.
Okay, now what about some other wildflowers out there that might play an important role?
Okay, just about any native wildflower gets used by pollinated insects.
Okay.
And a highly diverse stand is going to support more animals. Quail Forever is interested in having lots of flowers on the landscape because that in turn helps the insect population, which allows chicks to grow. The same holds true with things like the wild turkey and everything up the food chain. So wildflowers are really the base level of the food pyramid as we go up in our landscape.
Okay, and so obviously we have you here today because we're talking about the importance of the monarch butterflies and what they do for our, our food system and everything else. So talk about easy ways for, myself and those around us that they can create an easy and livable habitat for those butterflies to thrive in.
Sure. Well, we really can't impact the weather. The weather's important for monarch butterflies to survive, but we can impact their habitat. There's a lot of simple things that landowners can do. One of the very basic things would be to avoid mowing from right about now until the start of November. That's a period of time where most of the flowers that monarch butterflies and other insects will be visiting. A lot of other programs exist with the Department of Conservation and other agencies like the Department of Agriculture. And it's going to be there's lots of opportunities for landowners to speak with biologists to learn more about what to do. It's a case-by-case basis, so speaking with professionals will work.
Right, and one way by doing that is going to Missouri Department of Conservation's website, and that way there's a place where you can put in what county you live in, and then it'll pop up with information on who to contact. And I know that even if you search monarch butterflies on the website, different types of resources will pop up, ways to create a habitat inside your backyard and stuff like that. So really quickly, talk about Quail Forever and what you guys do.
Sure. We are a nonprofit organization. We're based out of Department of Agriculture centers. We work with private landowners every day to try to make habitat on the landscape. That can be for anything from bobwhite quail and turkey to monarch butterflies and everything in between. So, that's a lot of what I do. I speak with private landowners and try to help them learn more about the world around them and what they can do to make sure that the next generation has a chance to enjoy the same things we do.
And you're based in Northeast Missouri, correct?
I am. I'm based out of Sullivan County in Milan, and we have 6 more biologists scattered throughout the state.
Okay.
And every county also has a Department of Conservation. Private land conservationists who does similar things.
Okay.
So there's lots of help out there.
All right, so what we'll do to make it easier for everyone out there is we'll post everything on our website at ktvo.com. We'll link up information with the Missouri Department of Conservation, and you also have a Facebook page with Quail Forever, so we'll link that up too so people can like it and learn some more information and get in contact with you. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
And we'll be right back.